Today we're going to start the background for our Matisse Goldfish project. Last time we made a fishbowl to go in the middle, and today we're going to work on the table and all of the plants and flowers that are going to surround the table and the fish tank. You can get some ideas from Matisse, or you can come up with totally new ideas of your own. The choice is up to you. So I'm going to begin by drawing my table shape somewhere in the center of my paper. I'm going to draw sort of a circle-ish oval type of shape for my table. Now I need to draw some table legs. I think I'm just going to draw 2 table legs. I'm going to have them go all the way off the bottom of the page. And now I'm going to surround my table with plants. The cool thing about plants is you can use lots of different organic shapes because some plants have really big leaves. Like this. Some plants have some tall spiky leaves. Like this. This leaf probably comes all the way down here behind the table. And maybe we have another tall spiky leaf. And some plants have long stems with small leaves all attached to one stem. Kind of like football shapes. When you use a variety of sizes and shapes for your plants, it makes your painting more interesting to look at. After you finish drawing your plants with pencil, we're going to begin painting the background area around all of our plants and table. Now, the color that we're going to use for that is going to be a tint. A tint is where you add white to a color to make it lighter. So everyone is going to get their own little puddle of white paint, and then you're also going to get your regular tempera paint colors. It is up to you what color from the tempera paint you add into your white to create your tint. I think that for this painting, I'm going to choose, how about red? So I'm just going to open my red, and I'm going to add a small amount, just a small dip like that, to the white and mix it together. Very carefully because my white is kind of full. Kind of get it all the way mixed down to the bottom. Now as you can see, mixing it into the white made the red a lot lighter. It made kind of a pink color. It's very, very light. If I wanted to make it a little bit darker pink, I could add a little more red if I wanted to. But I actually think that this is the color that I want. So I chose kind of a bigger brush because the background area is very large and I want to fill in that area quickly. So now I'm just going to very carefully start painting all around my leaves. Just like this. If you have some tricky spots, you can use a smaller, pointier brush. But just remember that if you have a larger area, then you should go ahead and paint it with your bigger brush so that you don't use up too much time. Also, the good news is that if you get a little bit of paint inside your leaf or your table, it's okay because later on when we paint those objects, we'll be covering it right up. That's the good thing about painting, is that you can kind of go over mistakes. So right now I'm just checking for your brush control. That means that you can keep your brush having a good hair day. You're using a lot of nice creamy paint to fill in these areas. And you're doing a good job of staying inside the lines. There's no rush. You can take your time for this part. When you're finished today, the only white spaces left should be your table and any leaves or flowers. Check really closely to make sure that all the background areas have been filled in with your tint color.